Hello everyone, Lucia here. I thank you for the questions. I will try my level best to answer them. Negative attitudes can change the way you look at the world and keep you from enjoying the things that brings joy to your life. It stops you from trying new things, and it can also keep you from maturing and learning how to cope with the challenges of life. So I have noted down some of the negative attitudes that I have encountered or that I have came across, which is laziness, being ignorant, selfish, fearful, being unsure, lack of self-confidence, and lack of faith. Those are the attitudes I've noted down. I believe there are more, but for now, so those are the only ones I have noted down. So, okay, the possible solutions to these problems or to these negative attitudes among the youth. So, for instance, laziness. In some cases, the reason for being lazy is just due lack of motivation. So, like some of the youth, we are not motivated. So, what we have to do basically, you need to strengthen your motivation through visualizing and thinking about the importance of performing your task or achieving your goals. If you are tired, start devoting some times to relaxing. Everyone needs some times down. If your schedule doesn't allow it, you have to make some sacrifices, but the output will be always the better for it. Whenever fear strikes, flip it over. Instead of thinking of something bad that can happen, think of something positive. What is the positive outcome of your fear? If you are thinking about public speaking, imagine yourself being widely successful instead of failing horribly. And also being ignorant, you are just being ignorant because of the lack of knowledge. So most of the time what we have to do, we have to educate ourselves. We have to familiarize ourselves with almost anything around. We need also to educate others so we can also be educated. So that will help us as well. And the times we find ourselves in these problems because we like complaining. When you find yourself being a complainer, realize that everything that happens to you is not by chance. There is always some cause. If you hate your job, you need to level up your skills in your spare time and find a new one. If the class is hard, it was hard, meet the professor in office hours and ask for revision also. So that's basically it. And the suitable advice to the youth on how to overcome these problems, it came to my attention that most of the youth is in urban areas. Only few that live in the villages, but most of them are in towns. So if only the youth, when in their urban areas, when they go to the villages, they should motivate and empower the youth in the villages, because at times the village youth, they are more, or they are far from the a bit from the development, and the youth people that are in urban areas, they are failing to empower others as well. Only if they empower each other, and then it will work. So the advices I have for the youth is that they need to take responsibilities of their thoughts and actions. Whatever you think, it's very powerful. The mind is very powerful. So you should always think positively. If you think of negative things, you will always be a negative person. And the best thing to do is to list down all the negative things in your life and to begin to solve them one by one. And you should be ready to respond to changes and not to react to them, but to respond positively in every situation. Let go of expectations. Nowadays, you don't really expect anything from anyone because you should expect disappointments, disgrace, and anything. You don't really expect anything from anyone because yeah, you have to accept that nothing is perfect. And you should also forgive yourself and forgive other people. When you forgive yourself, you'll be able to move forward. And then only when you forgive others as well, then you can be able to work with other people and work as a team. And yeah. And for the recommendations, I'm not really sure of what does open international talk objectives are, but I believe it's more on youth empowerment and to be able to help the youth here and there to reach their goals financially or spiritually.